actually, can I just keep babbling? Sometimes I hit that 10 minutes and I'm like, what? Like, I have a lot more to say, and I feel like I need you guys, and I have a lot to tell you. Totally boring. Part 1 was the last video, so if you're interested in the numbers, click there, and you can click off here. It's fine with me. So the only other thing is I also went shopping. Okay, so my goals for my birthday, which actually the more I think about it, the more I'm really excited about them. That's what I'm going to focus on. And I did go shopping with my mom. And I posted about this too on Facebook, but OMG, bathing suits were horrifying. Like, I was like, I'm going to Cape Cod for a week in the middle of June, which I'm really excited about with a bunch of friends, and, you know, I'm going to unplug and just totally relax, and I haven't had a whole week off in a really long time. And I was like, you know, that's only 3 weeks away, 4 weeks away at this point. I could get a bathing suit. Like, my body isn't going to drastically change in the next 4 weeks like it has been. So I tried on a bunch of stuff. And I tried on a tankini, which is mind-blowing to me, and a one-piece. And the reason that I know that it is not just that my body is horrifying is that even the one piece was, like, insane. Like, just a really low cut and, like, insanely scooped in the back. And, I mean, I don't know. I feel like they were so ill-cut for anyone's body. But then also trying them on, I was like, okay, I feel like I rock. You know, I'm rocking my size 14s. Like, I'm feeling really good. I feel like I can wear dresses. But trying on the bathing suits, I was like, okay, people who are a size 8 do not like how they look in bathing suits. Like, this will be a thing. You know, I can't think losing 104 pounds is going to suddenly make a tankini be, like, awesome because, oh, they were so horrible. And then, you know, I mentioned that my 14s were really big, so I tried on the 12s. And I actually put them on to wear this morning to work, and I was debating them. They are really tight, which is frustrating because, like, the 14s are, you know, I can stick a couple fingers in there and pull them away from my stomach, and, you know, I'm kind of hiking them up a little bit, and I just don't like wearing my clothes like that where they sort of feel loose. Not super loose, albeit, but, like, loose. But the 12s, I feel like, are just a few pounds, probably 3 or 4 pounds too tight. I could have even worn them today, but the big thing is that I have a little bit of muffin top. I just have so much on my belly. It's crazy. It's weird because I feel like my shape has changed a ton, but, you know, fundamentally I still just have a ton of weight on my stomach, I feel like. I don't know, mostly when I'm sitting. Do I love you guys enough to show you when I'm sitting? Okay, fine. Mostly when I'm sitting. Do you see this, like, I'm sitting Indian style right now, but this, like, tire, you know, which totally isn't there when I'm standing up, but I find myself, I noticed it mostly in all the Facebook photos I was posting. I am crossing my arms constantly, you know, just below my chest, and I hope I don't look pissed off all the time, but I think it's just because I have this, like, tire right here, and I'm always just like, okay, rest against that, look a lot better, whatever. One thing that was sort of weird with my mom, and, you know, I know Not So Hot Girl brought it up. She saw her mom, and, you know, family is just a crazy thing. My mom, when she first saw me, was like, you're so thin, you look like a different person. And then, you know, she was like, and I love her to death, but she did say, oh, you know, I'm really going to have to, she didn't say compete, I'm really going to have to get going because, you know, now you weigh less than me. And my mom, you know, is 2 inches shorter than me and, you know, struggling with arthritis in her hip, so has gained a couple of pounds, like seriously nothing, 5 or 6 pounds. But, you know, I just dipped below her. And I know she's joking, but, like, it's gross. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's gross to think that she's competing with me, and, like, it's weird, and I don't know what to say. And so I was just like, oh, well, you know, that's not my big motivation. My motivation is getting healthy, not weighing less than you. And I know that's like she's being jokey, and I'm a total killjoy with that, but I feel like I don't know what else to say because I don't want to feed that kind of, oh yeah, let's compete, you know, whatever that instinct is. And then at work yesterday, and I made a video about this forever ago, there's a woman that I work with who, you know, it was me in size 24s, 26s, and then she, I think, is a size 10, 12. And then, seriously, the next size is probably like a 6. I mean, big steps here. So, you know, she would do a ton of, oh, you know, you and me kind of stuff in terms of like, oh, those skinny minis, talking about other people and, you know, trying to joke and trying to bond over it. And I think it's been really hard for her seeing me slide down. And she came over yesterday and was, you know, to my desk, and I do feel trapped when she's standing there because I can't like be like, okay, and walk away. And was like, you know, oh, you know, I have a question for you. Like, what are you doing with your clothes when they get too big? Like, what can you do? Which I think is the stupidest question. And I was like, what? Because you can get rid of them, you can donate them, or if it's expensive and you love it, you can get it tailored. And I think that's clearly the two choices. And she's like, oh, because my pants are getting so big, and she's making this huge production of showing me her pants and her belt and how she's on the smallest belt. And, you know, I mean, I want to be encouraging to people losing weight and getting healthier. So I'm like, oh, yeah, you know, you look great. That's awesome. And then she kind of gets into, you know, oh, because I'm so jealous of you. You know, I didn't even recognize you from the back today. I was like, who is that? Oh, that's Kate. And, you know, she's like, oh, you know, I'm catching up. I'm going to catch up. And I was like, well, I'm still bigger than you. Like, there's no catching up. You know what I mean? And it's one of those weird things where I kind of feel myself. It's weird because obviously with all of you guys, we bond over wanting to be smaller and wanting to lose weight. And that's fine. Like, I love that. I love that there's a community that's right there with me in terms of their goals. But for some reason, I have no interest in bonding about it with her. You know what I mean? Like, maybe because none of us are competitive. I mean, could you imagine if these videos were like, oh, I'm catching up with you, I'm catching up with you. Like, it's just the weirdest thing to say that to someone and to be like, oh, I'm jealous, and what are you doing? And I'm just so, so, so glad that I never told her I had surgery. And we're friends in the office. Like, we're not BFFs, but we are office friends. And I'm so glad that she cannot undermine all of the work that I've done by saying, oh, you know, I know you had surgery. I can't have surgery. So, you know, I can just, like, imagine the horrible things that would drive me crazy that she says. Because she drives me crazy with what she says now. I think this video has really taken a detour. I can't believe anyone would still be listening at this point. But clearly I had this like weirdo week with two people that I'm vaguely close with. One super close with my mom, being competitive and weird and odd statements, and eating more and exercising less and feeling like I want to be focused. I mean, I think if I saw my surgeon and my nutritionist at my 1-year post-op, which is November, and I was at goal, I would be ecstatic. But I can also hit goal in August, or I can hit goal in September. I do not have to wait for that to be the next thing that I'm like, you know, tying any sort of numbers to. So that is my video. I'm sorry this is so long, you guys. I hope everyone's having a really good week. I have heard word about the Las Vegas meet and greet, about the South Carolina meet and greet, obviously. I am definitely going to make one of them. I just have to talk with Bex and figure out which one makes sense. So excited to see everyone in person in the fall. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.